Hello, and welcome to the Spiral Dimension. I'm Doctor Von Hoot. But first... They have drives, Mr. Stewart. I understand, he said, knowing they were not the only ones. Lustful drives, Stewart repeated. Well, I know I learned something. Yeah. Tremendous. Where's our...
Don't you think that's kind of weird? Not weird, but like exciting weird.
I wanted more.
Yeah, I was just a
the only good
tease
thing
there,
about
just a
Grease 2.
tease. I now declare this episode of Parliament open.
You're right.
How's it going, guys? All
Great.
good?
Good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Rich, first time on the Parliament of Mowls. Thanks for coming, mate. I appreciate it.
Oh, I appreciate you having me, man.
And it's always a pleasure to see all of you. You're all wonderful. Let's say hello to the chat quick. Las Cruces, always a pleasure. Tony, omnipresent, as Chris would say. And Tate, awesome. Well, what's first on the docket? I mean, it's the same every week, so let's just bring up the slide. What watch you with your eyeballs this week? Let's start with Rich, because I don't know how long you're around for. So, what watch you with your eyeballs this week, Rich?
Well, I did watch the latest episode of Agatha.
I have not seen it. We try and stay away from spoilers on this show, but inevitably, I'm inept and will spoil anything at the drop of a hat, apparently.
No, nothing
True story.
crazy happened in this episode, so there's nothing really to spoil. It's just a little bit of build up. What'd you think? You thought that something crazy happened in it, Rob?
Well, I think there was something kind of big happen.
I've just watched it. I thought there was lots happened. I think it was a very clever episode.
Yeah.
No, it was a good episode. It's just there.
It also explained a lot for one of the characters.
That's right.
I am looking forward to it. We usually do it on Friday evening as a family, but Badge is not feeling very well, so she wasn't up to it last night. So I think tomorrow we're going to make a point of getting it done, because I'm all aboard the Agatha train. I think it's great fun.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Are you talking
Agreed.
about the Emerald Warlock who she became? I mean, I didn't we all kind of know that? I mean, no?
I don't want to spoil it.
maybe.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
want to spoil it either, but is that what you're referring to?
No.
Okay.
So, is that all you've been watching this week?
I actually been watching a Netflix show called 100. I don't know if anybody's watched it. It's about, it was, the end of Earth, and they sent everybody up to live on a satellite for 100 years or 97 years, and then they send 100 kids down, teenagers, to see if the air is good, because the satellite's running out of air and supplies, and they lose communication, and it's actually pretty good. I never heard of it. I never saw it anywhere. I just happened to click on it, and then I got sucked in. So
How long is it?
I'm on like episode 7, so I have no idea.
But is it long running, or is it like just a season or so?
I think it's just one season.
Oh, okay. I'll have a look at that. Sounds fun. I've got a feeling it's got a Neighbours actor in it for some reason. So you would think that I'd already have seen it, but apparently not so much. Anybody else seen the 100?
Nope.
No, doesn't ring a bell to me.
What's it streaming on?
Netflix.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Okay then.
Oh, there you are.
Tony. 7 seasons. Wow. Okay. That word was just.
Holy cow.
Well, as far
Yeah. Okay. So that's a bit of a time commitment then.
Yeah, I got a
Hey,
bit of
Ben.
catching up to do.
Well, it depends how many episodes are in the season, I suppose.
True. Tony, what have you been watching with your eyeballs this week?
As far as television goes, I just watched the latest episode of Tulsa King. It's getting very explosive, unintended. Other than that, it's spooky season. I've been watching horror movies, whether it's Phantasm or finally watched Maniac Cop again for the first time for 30 years. Watch Trick or Treat. Last night, watched Killer Clowns. Tonight, I think I'm going to watch Twitch of the Death Nerve. For those that came out in 71. Yeah. It gave ideas of what slashers were before Halloween and Friday 13th, even though, Psycho is the true first slasher.
Well, I mean, with Twitch of the Death Nerve, it's also known as a Bay of Blood.
Yeah, it is.
It's widely thought that Sean Cunningham ripped off some of the kills for the first Friday the 13th because they're like shot for shot the same.
I was going to say, I'm gonna flat out say he did.
Yeah.
But
well, he denies it, of course. But
yeah. And then, of course, this week I'll be watching some of my normal things like Rocky Horror, Fright Night, Lost Boys, stuff like that, and Halloween.
Tremendous.
But that's me.
Very
That's
cool.
what I've been watching.
Very, very Halloweeny this week, then.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Terry, what's you with your eyeballs this week?
Well, like we just said, I watched Agatha just now. Actually, I'd forgotten I hadn't seen the latest episode, but no, I enjoyed that. It was well, as Rob said, sort of thing. It was a very good episode without no spoilers as such, but it sort of like sorted out a few things, and I'm assuming the next episode is the last one, but I don't know for sure.
I think we have 2 more.
Was there 2 more?
That's what I read. It was like,
and they're dropping the same day. So
yeah, I was going to say, I think they're coming out at the same time. Like it's like a double whammy.
It'd be interesting to see how the way they end it and what they do to bring in. I'm assuming they're trying to attach it to something else, but who knows? Excuse me. I've watched the Penguin this week, the latest episode of the Penguin. I think that just gets better each time. I've been really enjoying that. So the acting is very, very good. The story's good, action and everything else, and they don't seem to hold anything back, which is good. And so that's really, as far as watching TV is concerned, is all I've really been watching. I've been mainly concentrating on trying to sort out some videos for myself as such sort of thing, and writing scripts and feeling ill, doing different different things as such, and but no, I mean other than that, I mean there's a couple of YouTube channels I always watch, which probably it's not a geeky thing at all, and it's just a couple of food review channels. One's called Greeno Eats, and another one's called Gary Eats, but they're really, really, they're funny, so they're clever guys at what they do, sort of thing, and it's fun watching. They're only 15-20 minutes long. They usually have 2 or 3 programs sort of thing in a week, but no, other than that, really, I've just been sort of reading mainly, and trying hard to get some of these other collections that I'm after. But as far as other watching stuff is, I've just been watching other YouTube channels, all of you people really, so Rob's channel, your channel, and
well, it's good to have you back, Terry. I've got to say, I'm glad you seem to be on the mend now. Still got it. Just this bloody cough just will not go away. But I just get. I mean, I had a fit earlier today, and I was in the car. I had to stop the car. I was taking the missus out, and I had to stop the car because I started coughing, and I started hurting my ribs again. So it just comes on. It's weird, but it'd be nice when that's over. But thank you. Yes, but no, that's to say, as far as I tend to be watching more YouTube channels now, as of the comic stuff and all that kind of thing. That's what Rob suggested. A young kiddie called Rob to Kids Comics, and I'm watching him as well. He's just subbed for me now, so that was nice of him. But good lad.
Yeah, just nice little kids. So nice to see some up and coming ones to replace us all when we've gone.
Well, I'm glad there is young people reading comics. That's always good.
Oh, he's 14 and he's got the ambitious goal of working on his ASM to 1 to 100 run.
Wow.
Fair play.
Daddy money.
Like,
Daddy money.
Well, he has a
Yeah,
paper route
that's,
or something.
Well,
Well,
he picked up
his latest
4
video,
slabs.
he spent $300 on several of the ASMs, the lower ASMs.
Yeah.
And I sort of left the message. I assume you've got a very, very good paper round or very good jobs to earn all these pennies
he's
for it. I know
14 and he's buying $300 books.
yeah,
I
well,
don't
three,
think I saw
four
three.
books. It was 4 books for $300.
$300. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
They were all slabbed sub 100 ASMs.
yeah. He's I say he's
Well, fair play to
nice
him.
kid. Yeah. But no, it's something everybody should watch, sort of thing, to see the up and coming kids.
He's
What's
actually
the
going to
name
be
of
on
that
an
channel?
upcoming episode. It's Kid Comics,
Yeah.
and actually he'll be on an upcoming episode of Only Slaps. He'll be appearing the first Saturday in December.
Okay.
He and his dad are coming on
Yeah.
because obviously it's a shared collection, really.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That'll be good.
I look forward to it. That sounds great.
the first
Rob.
youth on the show.
What watch you with your eyeballs this week?
The inside of my eyelids. As I often sit in my recliner and turn on the TV and watch the inside of my eyelids for extended periods of time. I also watched. I got caught up completely with Agatha, and I don't understand where the people that dislike the show are coming from necessarily. I think it's fun. I can understand that maybe it's not necessarily everybody's cup of tea 100%, but I don't think it's a bad show at all. I think it's quite fun, and it's good. And then I also watched the first 3 episodes of What We Do in the Shadows. New season dropped.
Right.
And so far it's there. It's not, doesn't have the same magic, I don't think, as some of the earlier episode seasons did.
Right.
I think they're still trying to find their bit with now that they don't have their familiar, and we'll see how it goes.
I had a look around because we usually get that around the same time as you guys, but I can't find it on any of the streamers.
I found it on Disney. Is where it's Hulu will have it like this weekend, but for Disney Plus, it's on Disney Plus.
I'll double check, and I've got a VPN.
Or at least here it is.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, it just dropped.
I'll
The first 3 episodes just dropped this week.
Yeah,
and then I think the rest of the episodes are like dropping like in a week or 2. I mean, it's
okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things like invested in that show. It's got some nice off-brand humor. It's fun to watch, and although, like I said, this season so far is just not hitting on quite the same cylinders, but it's still got some good fun stuff going on.
Yeah.
I forgot. I didn't realize it was back again because we're virtually a year late. As far as I expect, all the Americans have seen it all now, and that's 911. Spin-off of
the original one.
Yeah, the original one. So there's the season 7, I think it is now, because it started streaming it after season 5. But it's on Disney. It's on Disney Plus. But I think it's almost a year old before we got to see it, and also the spin-off as well. That started. There's a couple of episodes of that on.
The Texas one.
Yeah, Texas. That's it. Yeah,
that's the one I was watching that one for the first 3 or 4 seasons, and I've kind of stopped watching it. I don't know, but
no, I enjoyed that. It was what's he done? I forgot the actor's name now, but I do like.
That's really good. I love from
Rob.
It's really
Rob
fun.
Lowe.
It's not good. Is the wrong word, but it's very entertaining. Yeah,
but there's only 2 seasons of that. That was.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
So there's no 3rd season, is there? I thought the first 2 seasons have already been shown.
They've definitely done the first 2. Yeah, the first 2 have been out for ages. So
yeah, but I haven't seen a 3rd season of it.
No, not yet, at least.
No, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's good fun. Myself, sorry, Rob. Is that all you have watched with your eyeballs this week?
That I can recall, other than a bunch of YouTube. Yeah,
that's important. Yeah. Okay. Cool. This week I have watched with my eyeballs a bunch of horror movies. I won't go through most of them. One thing I did watch is I tried to show Badger Army of Darkness. Just because, it's basically a comedy adventure movie rather than a horror flick. And sadly, she just wasn't interested / sick. So she just wanted to go to bed. But I loved it still. Army of Darkness is amazing. It's so much fun. One movie I hadn't seen before, In a Violent Nature. I don't know if any of you have seen that. Came out earlier this year. It's a slasher movie, and I can remember Pete and James T. Keegan, Triple G and James T. Keegan were talking about it at the time, and James liked it. Pete didn't like it. And I was very intrigued by it because it's a slasher movie at the end of the day, and I do dig them. It's a slasher movie as if the camera is nearly always like from behind the main killer. So it looks like a bit like a video game, like it's him walking around the forest and all that, and then going through with the murders, as it were. And it's very divisive from what I can tell, but I thought it was great fun. Really enjoyed it. I also watched The Strangers Chapter 1, which is also out this year. And have I lost it? Am I gone? Oh, no. But I'm back.
No, you're there.
Okay, cool. The Strangers Chapter 1. It's... I thought it was a prequel to the other Stranger movies before watching it. It's not. It's just a remake of the first movie. And it's not a very particularly good remake either. So The Strangers Chapter 1 is a... from me. I don't recommend it at all. I think that's pretty much what I've been, up to, really, is a lot of horror movies. So we move along, unless anybody in the chat's seen anything good. Let's have a look up here and say, what read you this week, Rich?
I read absolutely nothing. Did not read a single comic book this week.
Sad times.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okie doke. Tony, what read you this week?
Well, I'm currently still reading the novel Boundless by R.A. Salvatore. I've just barely gotten into that. And at the same time, since it's the Halloween season, I'm going to reread A Long Halloween.
Hang on, if you're going to show books, let's show books, you know what I mean? It's bingo.
Now, I'm looking forward to getting back into this. I've never read anything past the first Long Halloween, so I need to do that. And then I will be putting the R.A. Salvatore on hold because, I've been talking to Mike, and in a few weeks, he's going to be doing a show based on where he's going to do a read of Dragons of Autumn Twilight. So I got to go through this again because I'm going to be part of that. But that's it. I haven't read any comics this week either.
Fair enough. Sometimes it just doesn't take the mood, as it were. Let's bring you back down. Terry, what read you this week?
Loads. Good show.
Loads.
If you want to bore everybody with all the covers. But
in big and new.
Doctor Who #3. There's only another one to go. And to be honest, I prefer reading the comics than watching the TV series, but that's me. I've got The Walking Dead 99. So I never read the black and white, so all of this stuff is new to me. Raven of Old 17. That ends on 20, so I've just continued buying it because it is a bit of an expensive $8 book.
How much? $8? I had no idea that
$7.99 because, as I say, it's a large spine.
It's meaty.
It's 4 or 5 stories in it. But as I said, it finishes at issue 20. I actually was going to cancel it, but when I found out it finishes at issue 20, I thought, oh, well, being the completist that I am, so I thought, as I say, Popeye #2. That's really fun. This is really, really fun. World's Finest 32. Flash #3. Flash Gordon, I should say. Catwoman All In. I'm really enjoying all these All Ins. DC have actually seemed to have woken up, and I like the sort of a Silver Age, Bronze Age sort of tinge to the stories. So let's see. Green Arrow 16. One of my favourite series, and there is going to be another one now. So this is 4 of 4's the Resident Alien, the Book of Life. But I really enjoyed this since I very first started the very first series. And there is, as I said, there is going to be another series, which is good, considering they're supposed to have ended it on Volume 5, and now it's going to be on Volume 8.
Is that the one with the TV show that you were talking about? There's nothing like it.
It's nothing like the TV show whatsoever. Right. And to be honest, I'm not that keen on the TV show, to be honest with you. But, and say Flash 13. As I say, I could carry on with a lot of these, but it's just these all-ins. Obviously got the Wonder Woman #1. I've got the Jim Lee cover there. Enjoyed that. There's a lot of people poo-pooing it for some reason or other, but I think it was a very good issue personally. Sort of things.
I liked it. I didn't love the art, but it wasn't too. I didn't hate it either. Like the art wasn't my cup of tea, but I didn't mind the story.
I was going to be packing in the Titans, but it's got it all in, and this sort of changed. The artwork's changed as well, so it seems better. And I'm really loving Action Comics at the moment. This is Part 3. This is the all in, because they say this is 12 issues over 3 months.
Who's the writer on Action at the moment?
This one is Mark Waid.
Okay.
Mark Waid's doing it. But this, I say, is really good. Again, it's got that Silver Age, sort of Bronze Age sort of feel to it. It's about the Phantom Zone. I call it a revamped Phantom Zone because it's solid now. But they did that in the, what was it called? Krypton, didn't they? They showed you the Phantom Zone in Krypton. And that was all solid rock and solid people and all the rest of it.
I never saw Krypton, honestly. I should have.
I watched the first. I never bothered I think it was when they had Lobo in it and everything else, and I found that so corny. I stopped watching it. But I think it only got 2 seasons anyway.
Yeah. And
this is Rifters. I think issue 6 is the latest for issue 5. This is kind of keep going back in time and changing history and stuff like that, or they're trying to stop people changing history. And it's quite funny, but there's loads of others. So I'll carry on the book, because I've read a hell of a lot this is for the week. But my favourite 2 covers, which I showed at my these are covers, because there's not a lot of story in these. But these are I enjoyed this. It's Vampirella 672.
How did she get through the door?
Great smile.
It doesn't look like those fit.
Come on to The Shining. I reckon more people will watch The Shining if this had been the poster.
She's not pulling back out. She's got to keep coming forward.
Yes.
I guess the question is: Did she burst through front first, as it were?
Here's Rampy.
Gives new meaning to the word knockers.
And there's another one.
I approve of that joke. That's a great joke.
Yeah, I thought this Power Girl was. I thought it was sort of like a Power Girl issue, with a variant cover, but it's not. It's one of these swimsuit editions, and inside are the variant covers for the swimsuit editions they've done over the last couple of years. But I thought it was a lovely cover, so.
Yeah, it is really cool. I saw you put that up, and I thought I should try and get that. That looks good.
So I'm busy saving for a Batman 227 and a Batman 251 at the moment. So I promised myself I won't be buying any more variant covers, and then I'll see those. And
So how's that working out for you?
Yeah. I've nearly paid for 227. Yeah, I've nearly paid for. I've always got 251 to go. I've got. 2 books arrived. As I said to you, Rob, that parcel you sent for the Comics Cure Cancer, I received that a couple of days.
I was kind of surprised how fast it got there.
Yeah, so I got that there, and there's 2 books I've been waiting for America for nearly a month now. It's just ridiculous, and I got that in 5 days.
Yeah.
Just same, just goes to show. But
I mean, to be
I'll wait
fair,
for
Rob
those
shipping is
announcements. I'll
always
fill in 68 and
compared to
I'll
everyone
fill in
else.
68 and 69 then. Which
Well,
was
I did ship them via UPS instead of US mail. So
Yeah, I did watch a lot of Comics Curing Canting unboxing this week. Been a lot of that.
Yes, well,
going on
I'm going to
YouTube.
bring that up a little bit later because, well, we must talk about it because it's got to be done.
221, 221 you're looking for?
no 227.
Oh,
251. It's 227's the homage to Detective
Right,
Comics
okay.
31, and 251's that Joker cover. You know, the Neil Adams Joker cover.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but as I say, I'm paying for those there. And
Sorry, I don't have any extras of those.
Yeah, and
I got some reprints, but that's about extra reprints, but only one copy of the originals.
So the only other one I want, if I get that, I'll have from 198 to the present day. But the only other one I want is what was it 232? I've got the facsimile, and that's 233, the first Raza goal.
Oh yeah.
And so that's the only other one that I'll be looking for afterwards. But so I want to pay for these others first. But,
that's a heck of a run. Like,
I'm working on my 250 to current, and I've got probably about 14 issues left. But I have all those keys and stuff that you talked about.
Yeah,
I have all those. I still have keys that I'm dropping below 250, but from a concurrent run, I want to.
Because I mean, to be honest, I said to myself, I wouldn't get 251 and 232 because I had the facsimiles, and so I've got them. I can read them.
Yeah,
but the completist in me, unfortunately, the last 60 years, so it's just it takes over.
232 in a medium, in a mid grade is not too bad. So.
No, that's right. No, that's that. I missed one on eBay. It finished on Saturday. It finished on 1 o'clock this morning, and I missed out on that. By I think by $30. But I put in what the highest rate was, as far as Comic Price Guide was. So I put that in as a bid, but somebody bid over it. And so I missed out. Otherwise, I would have had that. And
I have one that I picked up at a shop where it's actually got a printing error on the side. The ink is it looks like you almost think that it was like in the sun weird, but it's not, because it's the grader's notes say that it's a printing error where some of the ink is faded down one side. And I have a facsimile that's signed by Neil Adams on that one.
Oh, that's cool.
But
I'm hoping by the end of the year to
pull one out of a giveaway box.
Yeah, I saw that. Rich is had to bounce, but thanks for coming, Rich. It's always a pleasure. Rob, what read you this week?
I read Detective Comics.
It's in bigger new.
I read Nightwing.
That's a cool cover.
It is.
I read Absolute Wonder Woman, and I'm one of the people who doesn't care for it.
Yeah, fair enough.
And so those were just and then I have to read still this week. I picked up the Hawkman. It's the only one I haven't read this week, was the reprint for the first Zatanna. And just for fun, I did read the preview, the Ashcan for Absolute Superman.
What's your initial thoughts without spoiling anything? Are we in thumbs in the middle territory?
Superman and Wonder Woman aren't my jam for the most part, so it's kind of like, whereas Batman, I've read Batman for so long that it's like I'm naturally more it gets that rub that I'm a fan of it, therefore I go into it thinking higher of it than the ones that aren't as interesting to me for some reason. So
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
cool. I myself, I'm going to have a quick look at my database, but I actually read quite a bit of stuff of new releases this week. Was that this week? The third issue of Frankenstein. I think that was this week. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I mean, I'm liking the series generally. Some people don't like the art, but I quite dig it. Well, it works for me. Void Rivals, latest issue of that. Really enjoyed that. That was Void Rivals is slowly like becoming this, like it's right near Transformers on the level, whereas I think the G.I. Joe stuff needs to do something soon. Yeah, that's mainly it.
Needs to step it up a little bit, huh?
Well, G.I. Joe's coming out, number 1's coming out, isn't it? This month,
yeah, it is. So I think that's probably where they're going to really kick off the gist of it. Yeah. What else? The Moon is Following Us, issue 2. Enjoyed that quite a bit. But I'm a DWJ fanboy at this point. Like pretty much anything he does, I love it. It turns out. Would I have liked him to do all the art? Yeah, of course. But it works, and there's a reason for it in the book. So yeah, it's interesting. It's not a bad read. That.
Let's just say those are the ones I haven't read. They're the ones of my sort of latest video. And they're the ones apart from Void Rivals. They're the ones you've just mentioned, plus others. But I haven't got around to reading those ones yet.
Tremendous. What else have we got? Mal question time. Yes, the important hard-hitting questions, which I probably should have thought of before the stream. Yeah, we'll throw it out to the chat. Is there anything pressing that you would like to bring to us for our discussion points? I don't know. It's yeah, I always forget that I do this segment, honestly. I'll be honest. Yeah. Rob, comics curing cancer, because we were going to talk about that earlier. We might as well do that now. Is the shipping all pretty much coming to an end, other than international?
Yeah. So I mean, there's one of the last pieces for domestic is boxed. I'm waiting for the person to get back to me on their to see if the address that I have is the right address, because I don't know.
Yeah.
There's still two people that I don't know who they are. And I'm hoping that they contact me at some point. But other than that, yeah, I mean, pretty much there's what's left is mostly Australia and you. Izzy actually is shipping me your item,
right? Because
he hadn't shipped it yet, and he was shipping the Australia stuff to me this week. So I said, well, you can go ahead then and just throw it in there, since I've got your pile sitting here. So
yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Okay, brilliant. I don't know what we could do to try and find the guy, like, because I presume they haven't contacted you, have they? Like, it's
no. I mean, I'll continue to put things up on the Instagram page from time to time, and then I've got I used the community tab on my YouTube channel to mention them via their YouTube channels names, but they don't generate content, so I don't know how often they go and look at their notifications bell type thing.
Oh, we have a question. Oh, tremendous. Oh, am I here? I've just appeared.
Frozen.
It was odd. What is your favorite movie to watch every Halloween season? What is your guilty pleasure? I mean, I don't know. I don't really have any guilty pleasures myself. Like, I'm pretty proud of all the rubbish that I watch. So, well, what is your guilty pleasure? Let's start with Tony, because he's clearly thought about it.
Yeah. So my favorite movies that I like to watch, I make a point every Halloween, is like Trick or Treat, the one with Sammy Kerr from the 80s, and Fright Night, stuff like that. My guilty pleasure has been and will always be the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I love it. I watch it every year.
yeah, nothing guilty about that for me. Like I love the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's a great movie.
But sometimes, if you catch me, I sing along.
Wait a second. How can you watch it and not sing along or shout out all the freaking audience participation stuff? Even when you're at home with the TV, it's just a
Exactly.
Yeah. Tremendous. What about you, Terry? Do you watch anything specific around Halloween?
No, to be perfectly honest, so it's not a holiday that I really take any notice of. To be perfectly honest, I mean, I will this year because I'm doing the YouTube channel. I will do a little sort of like Halloween sort of special video kind of thing with a few bits and pieces, but which I've been scripting now. But other than that, not really. I'd say it's not. I know Halloween started here. But then it went over to America, and America grabbed it, and it's. I mean, it's certainly more here now than it used to be. I mean, certainly going by the
like when I was a kid, really, it wasn't a big thing.
No,
like,
no, it wasn't.
So, yeah,
it wasn't.
It is now. It is. It feels like we've adopted it from you guys.
Yeah, but as I said, originally it was supposed to have been from us originally. So as I say, back in the 1300s or 1400s or something or other. But it wasn't something. I mean, they certainly do it in America far, far more than we do. But like you say, it's catching on more so here. But even so, I mean, I don't know what pumpkins sell for in America, but I mean, I'm seeing them over in here, and they're virtually giving them away this year. They're going to Aldi and Lidl. Little cheap shops, they're like £1.69.
Yeah.
For a big pumpkin, not for the little ones, for a big pumpkin. And so I'm assuming that it's not the trade, because where I live, I'm just literally 2 miles up the road from a massive great farm. And every year there's thousands in the fields. And usually by now, virtually all of them have gone. But passing it today, and it's very full up. They don't seem to have sold very many, and that's what was making me wonder why they're only £1.69. I mean, I'm saying that I don't know how much they are.
What else are you gonna aside from making jack-o'-lanterns? What else are you going to do? I mean, you can only drink so much pumpkin spiced lattes and eat so much pumpkin bread. And since you guys don't have American Thanksgiving for some strange reason, so you don't make pumpkin pie in November. So I haven't figured that one out. Why not?
But what's so weird is that things last year, by this time there was barely any left in those fields. But there's thousands of them still now, and we're only we're a few days away from it being completed.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
What does a pumpkin cost over there?
I don't know, but it's usually pretty cheap because, like I said, there's for fresh pumpkin, the only thing that you sell it for really is for Halloween, for carving pumpkin stuff. I mean, otherwise, if you're making pumpkin bread and all that other stuff, you're just buying a canned pumpkin. There's no, you don't want to go through the process of having to puree a pumpkin yourself. That's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, fair enough.
I will say, when I was a kid, after we carved the jack-o'-lantern, we always did fried pumpkin seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy,
but nobody's buying a pumpkin for the pumpkin seeds, are they? I mean, it's not.
No. But I mean, the pumpkin seeds come in a health shop in a bag.
Okay, then, Rob, what do you have any traditions for Halloween to watch?
I do. Unfortunately, I failed this year. I just lost track of time with us moving C3 up. But traditionally, October 1st, I put on Nightmare Before Christmas, and it becomes my that's my official kickoff to the Halloween holiday season, is the Nightmare Before Christmas. But I haven't even had a chance to sit down and watch it yet.
Let me ask you this though: do you then put it off because you missed it on the first, or do you just plunk it in at some point when you have time?
I'll put it in at some point when I have time. I just honestly hadn't gotten around to it yet and been trying to get caught up on a few other things. And it's okay because, I mean, I can watch it anytime between October 1st and through Christmas, because the reality is it's a Christmas movie.
Yep.
And for anyone who questions whether it's a Halloween or a Christmas movie, I'll just settle it like this. Christmas is in peril, and in the end, Santa saves Christmas. Ergo, Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It is definitely a Christmas movie. I can't believe anybody would debate.
Well, there's a great
It's
debate
great.
over whether it's a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie. It just says it's a Christmas movie with
sort of-
Halloween characters.
Like you can do it at both.
Yeah.
But it is a Christmas movie.
It bridges, but it's ultimately at the end of the day, because of the trope, for no other reason, it becomes ultimately a Christmas movie. Yeah. So yeah, I still got plenty of time to watch it.
Nice. I myself, I do not really watch anything specific because on a daily basis throughout October, I watch a different slasher movie every day. So and I haven't missed a
Slasher
day.
movies, Halloween.
in 9 years, I haven't missed a day in October. So I'm on a roll, as it were, but I'm not very good about writing reviews though. Like, because I make sure I watch the movie, don't always write the review until much later. But yeah, it's a thing to do. Why not? I wish I did watch other stuff more often. Like, I love the Universal monster movies, and don't get enough chance to put those on. I really want to watch The Wolfman again. I've had the urge, especially with that new trailer that just came out for the new movie. That looks really cool. I'm excited.
Pull out some old Christopher Lee Dracula stuff.
Oh yeah,
Christopher Lee's Dracula is my Dracula. I love the Hammer stuff. The Hammer it's pitch perfect. There's like a golden age of Hammer where they did get a bit old feeling towards the later end, but there's some great stuff. Really enjoy those movies. And again, I don't really watch enough of those, mainly because I'm watching slasher movies all the time. This man knows. Tremendous.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's this?
There was a question from the.
There was another question.
Oh, it's a Christmas movie. It's set at Christmas, so therefore it's a Christmas movie. It might not have the sentiment of Christmas, but it's made at Christmas, isn't it?
And it takes
Die
place
Hard
during
is a
Christmas.
Christmas movie.
Well, it takes place during Christmas.
Yeah, sure.
Definitely.
And Die Hard 2 does as well. So.
But like, it's a family coming back together. Like, it's very Christmassy. Like, he just happens to shoot people with guns as well.
Is it safe to say that Lethal Weapon is Christmas?
The first one, was it set at Christmas?
Yeah.
Such a long time since I've watched it. So if it was set at Christmas, then therefore it's a Christmas movie. But not to say technically a happy, jolly Christmas movie. But
there was a good question here, Mr. Doctor Von Hoot, from our good man Efren, wanted to know. Okay, DVA. I think he meant DVH. He said DVM, but I don't know if you're a doctor of veterinary medicine or not. But he wants to know who your favorite American is. Of course,
we're not going to find out. Thanks of it.
And there goes. Well,
there he goes.
Lunatics run the asylum now.
Hey.
See, Great Machine says, I don't watch horror movies anymore. I just end up laughing through the movie. Gremlins is a Christmas movie also. He gets the damn Mogwai for Christmas.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not when it comes to the horror movies, I'm not a fan of slasher movies, but I do like the creature feature movies. Those are my type of horror movies that I like.
Yeah, I love Gremlins.
The old Edgar Allan Poe stuff. Good call there, Maston.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So Tony, what game is that console? Is that in the background there? Is that a multi-game console or is it a single game?
Yeah, it's a arcade 1-up. It's got like 14 games. It's got like a dozen Pac-Man, Galaga, Galaxian, game called Mappy, all kinds of stuff.
Cool. Welcome back, DVH. You're on with the Parliament of Mowls here. I don't know if you've ever been on this show before or not.
I'm disappearing in and out at the moment. This is crazy. My internet's going mental.
Well, I'm sure it's because you're using the King's internet. You should try using the internet that's meant for the rest of us.
That'll be it. Yeah.
Did you pay your loppage fees? So you,
Who knows?
so the question.
I did see a question. Yes.
Yeah, Efren had a
From,
question. A very important question. Yeah.
who's your favorite American? Well, that is an important question, and I'm going to pass on that one because I'm not. I'm not going.
Because I thought you were going to go. Oh, I think I'm having internet problems. That.
I was going to go with John Wayne, but I mean,
yeah, you could have just as easily said Bruce Willis, though. He's gone again.
Yep.
oh no.
At least he keeps pausing with great smiles.
Yeah.
We're losing the malvision.
Everybody get your screenshots now. And once again, boom goes the dynamite. Terry, what's going up for you? What's coming up for you on your channel this week?
Well, as I said, I'm hoping to do a Halloween one. I've got a script for the next year for Detective Comics, and I'm doing a Batman, and also my Wonder Woman part 1 was very, very popular. One of the most popular ones I've ever done, actually, apart from my room tour. And so I'm going to do a part 2 of that and see if I get as much people. But that's basically what I'm planning on doing anyway.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Tony, how about you? What do you do? What's coming up on your channel this week?
Well, let's see. Hopefully Monday I will be dropping my Comics Curing Cancer unboxing video that I got from Rob. And then I'm hoping by Friday I can drop it's been a while since I did a comic spotlight, but I'm going to try to get one out. And it's going to be on the Lobo Convention Special, one of my favorite Lobo comics. Then we'll be back next Saturday for the Parliament of Mowls, hopefully. And I will also be doing Into the Comiverse, where I'll be asking everyone what is their favorite horror films. Even though Halloween will be over, technically. But I mean, every day's Halloween if you're a horror fan.
Or if you just like Ministry.
That's right.
There's a deep cut for those of people out there who know.
Am I back?
No, sorry. You're back right now. Yes.
You're back.
Have you talked to the
I'm
lords
back.
of the internet?
Okay. I have no idea what's going on with this internet. It's just gone absolutely haywire.
You need to speak
well,
to
thank
the
you very much
lords.
for stepping in and trying to make some form of coherent sentence with everything.
Yeah. You just need to talk to the lords of the internet.
Yes.
Because they are. Because
So
we all
you've
know
done what you're doing on the channel.
what's coming up on your channel. Yeah. We know that the lords of the internet
Can
are
you see
based on
Rob?
top of. Am I not here?
Yeah, he's here.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you over me.
We can hear you and see you.
He's just talking right over me.
I can't see Rob at all.
That's why you're
very
talking
strange.
over me.
Okay. Well, as Rob said, what he's got going on, because I can't hear or see him.
No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't. Not at the moment.
Rob, please enlighten everyone whilst I try and work out what the hell is happening.
DVH needs to go talk to the lords of the internet, who we all know are based atop of Big Ben. That's another deep cut for those of you guys who know. Big thing, Monday mail call. You know how that is. And then Thursday I'll do something I don't know yet. Saturday only slabs. Sector 7 Comics, or Sector 7 Soldier, I should say, will be the guest that week. Now, oh my goodness.
Well, Rob, I'll take a minute and point out, when I was watching your show today with Steve, it inspired me to, I think I'm going to go after the Battlestar Galactica run.
Nice.
I've got
Dr. Von Hoot, welcome back yet again.
I think I came all the way out and then came all the way back in, and now I can see all three of you and talk.
Nice. I was saying, and this will depend upon your another deep cut here. I was saying you need to go talk to the lords of the internet, who we know are based atop of Big Ben.
Yes.
I don't know if you know that reference.
I have no idea what you're talking about. No, but is that an IT crowd reference?
It is absolutely, yeah.
Right. I have started watching that actually, but I don't know
phenomenal
that
series.
specific.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Lords of the
it's
Internet
fun.
episode is hilarious. One of the best episodes ever.
Oh, this is a good
Yeah.
one. I do absolutely love Happy Birthday to Me. It's a great flick. Loads and loads of fun.
I think I've never seen the
Hellraiser.
poster for that, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
I mean, it's a slasher movie, so it depends how much you like that kind of thing, but it's a good one. I think Jaws definitely qualifies as a horror movie, no matter what anybody says. That it's thrilling and scared everybody out of the sea for generations. So yeah, it's very effective.
Well, I think it's important to note, there's different categories of horror movies, right? Horror movies, horror is a large genre. It's like saying, I have a dog, but then there's a whole bunch of different subspecies, right? There's different segments within the horror film genres, whether it be slasher, creature features, suspense, thrillers, and those types of things, so.
Just don't ever read the novel because you'll have a different appreciation or lack thereof for the Hooper character.
Okay.
So some people would argue there's actually some horror genres that come out almost like soap operas, like Neighbors.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I'm not going to argue over that one. Some people, if you put them in front of a soap opera, act like it's a horror situation. They absolutely hate it.
They're strapped. Their eyes are pinned open with Johann Sebastian Bach playing them.
Exactly. I don't know. Did you manage?
On
to
that
get
note,
out?
let's have some milk, Milados.
Did you manage to get out what you were doing on your channel, Rob?
Yes, we're all good,
Okay.
sir. Great, Prime Minister. If you don't mind, I'd like to move that this session of Parliament be closed.
All those in favour say hoot.
Well, did we not hear what Hoot had coming up?
Oh yeah. Well, actually, nothing yet because I haven't shot anything. But there will be a video on Monday, I'm sure. But yes, you're right. Who seconds the motion? See, I remembered a thing.
Second.
Yeah, there we go.
Now it would go like this. Seeing that we have a motion and it's been seconded, is there any discussion? Seeing that there's no discussion, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion is carried. Meeting adjourned.
Tremendous.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks everyone for watching in the chat, and I apologize for my internet going crazy. But we will catch you next time in the Spiral Dimension. Go and have a week, I guess. It should be good.
I'll have an hour's extra sleep in England anyway.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
And I don't really know. Well, I suppose, no. Really what happened was, no, the thing is, rather than confront, I thought,
Skip to the end.